How far will Scotland go in the 2024 Euros? Well, we are about to find out. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We put it up for a poll. How far can Scotland go in next year's European Championships? And the results are in. And I can confirm that at least 10% of the people that voted in this poll are either very patriotic or very delusional. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm hoping it's patriotic. I guess we'll find out next summer. But there was 698 votes in total. The four options were group stage, last 16, quarterfinals, and semi-finals or better. And I think it's fair to say that if it is semi-finals or better, then that will be the greatest thing we've ever had in football. If we can get to the semi-finals after never ever getting out of a group stage previously at a major tournament, then that is going to feel like heaven. That's going to feel like a win. I think we should be getting out the group stage. I think we've now finally got a team that is good enough to be a knockout side in major competitions, and I mean that both in European Championships and in World Cups. Now, I'm not delusional. I don't think we're a team that will be among the favourites to win tournaments. Absolutely not. But we're a team now that I think should be qualifying. Yes, we should be qualifying for tournaments. And with that, we want to be going to tournaments. And we want to be at least doing ourselves proud. At least attempting to get out of the group stage, which is essentially the first stage in the actual tournament itself. So the fact that we're qualified for back-to-back Euros is good. But we need to take the next step, and we need to actually get out of the group stage. And the fact that European Championships now have a 24 tournament team with the group stage, and in I believe it's 4 out of the 6 groups, you have the 4 third best teams going through. Look, let's be real. It's harder now to not qualify out of the group. If you're a decent team, it's probably harder for you not to qualify just due to the fact that it's 24 teams. And in the last 16, we're getting 16 teams. So more than half the teams qualify from the group stage. Therefore, that has to be our goal. But unfortunately, guys, 48% of you think that we will not get to the group stage. Our tournament will end at the group stage. So damn, nearly half believe our tournament ends in the group stage, which kind of sucks. Obviously, it's difficult to tell right now because we don't know what the groups are going to be. We could get a really good group. We could get a really bad group. We just have to wait and see. Last 16 had 35% of the vote. This is what I actually think we will get. I believe that we will get to the group stage. Don't necessarily think we'll get much further. I think it depends on the group stage itself. Obviously, if we can win the group stage or finish second, that gives us a better chance of being seeded in the last 16. But if we sneak through in third place, then the likelihood is we're going to get someone really, really good. So it's difficult. I think last 16 is probably where our journey will end, but maybe even quarterfinals in my opinion. But I do think we'll get to the group stage. 35% of you think that we'll get to last 16. 7% of you guys think we'll get to the quarterfinals, which again, I'd be fucking buzzing. If we get to the quarterfinals, then hallelujah, praise the Lord. And 10% of you people think that we will get semi-finals or better. If we get semi-finals or better, that would probably be the best result that I've ever had in football. For me, nothing I don't think that's ever happened in the history of football would top that. I can't off the top of my head think of something. So if we can get to a semi-finals or better, then fuck me, that'll do it. I mean, the English talk about 1966. I'll be talking about Euro 2024 till the day I die if we can get that far. But unlikely. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's look at the comments and let's find out what you guys had to say on the matter. So we'll just go from we'll go from news first. Why not? See what all the newbies are saying. Connor1260 said, I'm really hoping last 16 for once if we get a decent group draw. That's fair. I think we should be looking to get to last 16. We're a good enough team. We've got quality now. We should be looking at last 16. There's no point going to this tournament and thinking, we're shit, we can't get the groups. We're just going to be, we're just going to be fodder for the opposition. We're just going to be the whipping boys. We're going to finish last in our group. There's no point thinking that. If you're going to think that, then what's the point of going? Dr. Chorizo said, we are there and we can fucking win it because we are coming. I like that. I like that spirit. I like that attitude. Give me some chorizo, doctor. Come on. John Maybury said, Scotland will not get out the group stages. We just cannot compete with the top nations in Europe. We just don't have the players. But what I would say to the fans, go and enjoy the tournament and have fun and stay safe and keep believing. Okay, you say that we don't have the players to compete with the top nations in Europe. That might be true. But you're assuming that we get a group with 3 top nations. We might not. We could get a favourable group. We could get a group with like 1 top nation and then 2 teams that are a similar level or even below us. So I understand what you're saying. If we get a group of death, then the likelihood is our tournament ends in the group stage. But there's going to be teams at the Euros that are worse than us. That's a fact. There's going to be teams that are worse than us. So I think it all depends on the group. I certainly think that we can. And we've shown that we can beat Spain. We beat Spain. They are a top nation. And we beat them comfortably. So, no, I don't really agree with that. Connor says, with a little bit of luck, we could definitely make round of 16. Couldn't see us getting much. I agree with Connor. I think Connor's dead on here in his evaluation. I would say quarterfinals, a push is probably the furthest we'll be able to go. But again, it depends on the group stage and how high we finish in the group. If we can finish first or second in the group, then the likelihood is you're probably going to get an easier tie in the second round, the last 16. But if you finish third, then you're going to get a group winner, and then that's going to be difficult, depending on who wins their group. Davey Winter says, "Fick it, we always do it the hard way because we can." I don't know, does that mean we're going to win the tournament, mate? I don't know, you tell me. Brizo says, "Need to see the draw first." Well, no shit, mate. Mr. Freeland says, "Not a joke myself, but I'd say on paper this is the best first 11 you've had for a long time. Guess it depends on the group, but we've seen Wales, Northern Ireland do well tournaments, so why not Scotland? Between now and then, you'll get some players emerging. Would be good to see Doak play, and you could really do with another striker or try Shankland." Completely agree with everything Mr. Freeland is saying. And remember, Euro 2016, we've seen Wales and Northern Ireland both, yes, they both got out of the group stages. And I believe, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think Wales got to the semi-finals in that tournament. If not the semis, it was the quarters. I remember Wales got far in Euro 2016. I think they got to the semis. So if Wales could do it, then why can't we? Because we're better than Wales were back then, 100%. Rob Roy McGregor says, "Have we ever made it past the group stage in the majors? Ali's Army was going to win the World Cup before my time, but that was some team we had back then. This team, group stage, they'll bottle it." Have a bit of faith, mate. Come on. Is that William Wallace there riding a donkey? It looks like it. The game in AK. Definitely either group stage or last 16. Anything beyond that is daft. Chances are we'll get a huge nation in the knockouts like Germany, France or Belgium. True, but let's be real. Belgium aren't that... I don't really fear Belgium these days. Germany will be lucky themselves to get out the group. I disagree, Janice. I think that Germany... Come on, they're the hosts. The Germans are going to be up for this. I don't see how Germany don't get out the group stage. I know they haven't been that great, but I still think they'll get out the groups. They've been pretty shite recently. If we have Gunn, Robbo, Kieran Tierney, all good to go, we can probably beat them. I'm not saying we can't beat Germany, but I mean, Germany in our European Championships will not be an easy game. Docky Boy said, "We need Hickey, Robbo, Kieran Tierney and Gunn back as bare minimum or we are fucked." I agree, but I just don't know why Craig Gordon's getting no love. For some reason, Craig Gordon is completely out now, and I don't know why nobody wants him in the team. I want Craig Gordon in the team, but obviously I think Gunn's a good option too. RJC says, "We really lack any quality and depth. A full first 11 maybe, but lose any of them and we're done for." I agree. I think there's certain players that we can lose and it's not a major deal, but we have some positions where if we lose a player then we are fucked, and that's unfortunate. But you could probably say the same for most teams. I think there's not many teams in the world that can lose players from like multiple positions and replace them with players that are just as good. There's not many teams that can do that. Most teams do lose quality, and if that wasn't the case, then they wouldn't be in the first 11, because if they weren't any better, then why would they be in the first 11? So when you lose a regular starter, you're always going to lose quality, in my opinion. Kieran says, "Whoever voted for semis are better, get yourself drug tested." Possibly. Stuart Ramsey, "I'm from Scotland and definitely not getting carried away. We'll get pumped in the group stage. I'm the same. I see it as a holiday. Enjoy the first time. Scotland don't have the players to get even near the last 8 or out the group stage." Yeah, we can't. Come on. We can definitely get the group stage. We could get an easy group. We just beat Spain, for God's sake. Have a bit of hope, man. Scotland will be lucky to make it the last 16. Davey Winter says, I am on drugs. Fuck it. Good for you, Davey. Get those drugs into you. Moses said, "Shut up." Who are you saying shut up to, you wee dick? Mercury says, "Scotland will get the toughest group as usual, while England will get their usual easy group and fail as usual." Yeah, that's going to be true. Callum Bruce says, "If Steve Clarke picked Shankland as a starter, I reckon knockout rounds." I agree. but I think we definitely need Shankland in that team. I've replied to this. That seems a big if right now. He barely gets a chance. I do not know why. Maybe he should join one of the bottom rung EPL sides, and maybe he gets picked. And Tiki YT says on the Rovers. So there you go, guys. That's it. There's your comments. Where do I think Scotland will finish in the Euros? I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say last 16. Hopefully, providing that we do not get a group of death, we can navigate our way out the group stage. Look, if we got to the last 16, I don't mean to be negative, but if you offered me last 16 now, would I take it? Probably not, because I am optimistic, but I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't be upset. If we get to the last 16, I'll be happy. I think we could maybe go one round further than that. But yeah, no, I think if we get to last 16, it'll be a good tournament. If we get beyond the group stage, it'll be a good tournament. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Beanfog Football. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.